Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys doing? So I wanted to come in and talk a little bit about what I am gonna offer very soon. So I got several DMs asking what was the new program that I'm launching. So it's not actually new. I have had several versions of it. So we call this summer school and winter school. So if you have been following me for around a year, you would know that once a year we do something like this. So we call that summer school. And in winter, I did winter school. Like last November, we did the winter school. So the context for this offer is this Ramadan, I was going through a lot of emotional healing. I was going through a lot of reassessing my lifestyle and how I want my life to be. And I did not want to be spending hours and hours on sales calls and, discovery. So what usually happens is I have the bigger program, which is $5,000, and for that one we do have to offer like a one-to-one session to talk with the parents, right? So what happens is sometimes there are so many calls booked and then sometimes there's not enough calls booked. So trying to balance this overwork and underwork, I have been kind of burning out several times, and then my health was also not being in par. So I have decided that what is in my mind is to help 5,000 families reach autism success. So how can I do that? I cannot have 5,000 elite students because that will be impossible to handle, because the level of support, the level of time, the level of work that we have to provide for the 6MD programs is immense, and that amount of students we cannot handle. So that's why I tried to think about a way that will help me to reach that goal. And I am back in my home. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the link for the registration on the screen. You should be joining the masterclass. Here are the reasons why. Number one, I'm gonna first time ever, I'm gonna talk about our ND neurodiverse trauma cycle and how it affects your parenting and how in turn that affects your child's brain development. So as in nutshell, how you contribute to your child's autistic struggles a little bit and how you can overcome all of those things. You will be given the tools and techniques that we use inside the $5,000 programs. And the third thing, most important thing, is we are gonna launch our new program, which is a distilled version of our 5 pillars full program. And you will be able to know what we are going to offer there, how much it's going to cost, what outcomes you can expect, what sort of classes, and all of those things will be talked about. A follow-up question that might come to your mind is, how is this different from the summer school and winter school? So in summer school and winter school, you were gonna learn only 2 of the 5 pillars, but more in depth. The thing is, our 5-pillar system, it also has the diet in 2 different phases. Okay, the first one is to go grain-free, and the second phase is where what we call heal and seal, means it's gonna help with your child's brain and gut healing and sealing of the gut, so that the leaky gut syndrome problem is gonna be overcome. So the difference essentially from summer school or winter school and foundations is that you're going to learn the 5 pillars, not just 2 pillars. You're going to learn the 5 pillars and our most important steps of the pillars, so that even if you don't want to get our help, you can still do it totally. Well, the peers who have similar programs and outstandingly unnecessarily expensive version of my program, they would say that Dr. T is making a mistake. Dr. T probably is not getting enough clients, so she's trying to downsell her program. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is I have finally given myself the permission to be who I want to be, to have this version of success that makes me happy, that makes me healthy, that helps me keep sane, that helps me give more time to my kids. Because last year Ira told me several times that, Mom, you work too much, you don't give me enough time, and I don't want to be that mother. I want to be present for them again, just like I was when they were growing up and when Muhammad specifically was struggling. So yeah, this is a way that I'm gonna hit my 5,000 students platform, inshallah, because I want to help 5,000 families So just to double check, this is not gonna be the same exact 6MD program, of course, for obvious reason, because it's gonna be 1/10 of the price on investment of a 6MD program. Okay, so that being said, what you're gonna get is you're gonna learn everything that you need to know to start the journey, to be able to know your next steps, to be able to know exactly what your child needs, to be able to know when you are doing something wrong, when you are doing something right, and to double down on what is working right. Because sometimes what happens is, if I'm just giving you 2 of the pillars, you will then get confused about the other 3 pillars, and then you're gonna seek out. What I want is to be the complete support for you guys, to be that person who gives you everything that you need to know, because that's how I'm gonna tip the balance of Deen and Akhira towards me. So the next course of action for anybody who is gonna join the Foundations program would obviously be to seek more support if you need, but then the foundation is gonna be actually useful for anybody who wants to taste test our program to see if it's a good fit, whether you like me or not, whether you like our coaches or not, whether you like our program or not. Because a lot of the time people hesitate to join the bigger program because it's a bigger investment without completely being sure. So I want to make sure that you are completely sure whenever you are deciding to join any of our programs. And then obviously the Foundations is gonna be the foundational piece, but that is gonna help you to learn everything that you need to know and stop searching for the next results, for the next support, for the next step. You're gonna get all the steps. For the curious souls who are thinking, like, why is she doing that? It's because I want to simplify so that I can amplify. I want to simplify the number of programs that I'm running. I'm crazy running 7 programs at this moment, by the way. Yes, I am running 7 programs. So I don't want to do that. I want to run 3 programs. One which is like under $50, which is 37 USD. Another one would be the Foundations. I haven't decided the final price yet, but it will be somewhere between $555 or $755. Okay, and the last one would be our most exclusive 6MD premium, all the way through, with all results, lifetime support, lifetime, all of those things, is the 6MD program. Okay, so I want to have simple terms so that I can run effectively, I can focus more, because when we are focusing on 10 different things, our focus gets diluted, which gives diluted results. So I want to achieve simplicity and amplify.